Welcome, everybody, to Geeks of the Roundtable, episode 49. My name is Ren, and I'm here joined, as always, by my co-host, Zach Pope. How are you doing today, Zach?
I'm tired, but I'm good, man. Some interesting news topics to discuss today, and Mortal Kombat later today, maybe during the show.
For sure.
Fatality.
For sure.
I don't think there's anyone more excited for this movie than my girlfriend, who I was telling Ren yesterday is actually pretty good at Mortal Kombat. Like, Injustice, I kick her ass. Super Smash Brothers, I kick her ass. Mortal Kombat, I gotta play as Scorpion to even win, which is my best character. But besides that, the point is she's actually pretty good. It's actually she loves playing as the Joker in the new one.
Oh, nice.
Because he has some fucking move that she can button spam and she wins every time.
Wow. I'm good with Scorpion and a little bit with Raiden on that one, and Sub-Zero as well. Those are usually my three mains. But before we get going, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to let us know your thoughts on this week's movie, Wind River. And by the end of today's show, Zach will give you a movie for next week. Now, today's show might be a bit different because Zach might have to leave. The Mortal Kombat trailer might come out. So if it does, we're just going to stop the show real quick, just react to it, and we'll come back momentarily. So just be on the lookout for that. So don't forget, start us off with your thoughts on Wind River if you've seen it this week, if you've seen it a long time ago, all of that in the comments. But before we start with the main topics, ladies and gentlemen, there is something we must talk about, because late last night, off the top, one of the best news ever came out, because it is official that Paddington 3 is in the works. And I'm going to say right now, if Paddington 3 is as good as 1 and 2, we have one of the best trilogies of all time right there. How are you feeling about this, Zach? How happy are you right now?
Is Paul King coming back?
I believe so.
Okay. I'm all in for this. I think the first one's cute and delightful, but it wasn't anything special yet. There's something about the second one that completely blew me away, to be honest with you. And I went to the first. I had the Insidious 4 screening the night before. I was pissed. I'm like, Paddington 2 probably gonna fucking suck too. And I went into Paddington 2, and my heart just melted completely.
It's so good. It reminds me of it's like a Wes Anderson movie in a lot of ways. The way it's shot and composed, it's just a beautiful. You do not know, and our good friend Leo Gickly Goods, who will be the guest of this week's origin story, he hasn't seen Paddington 1 or 2. Leo, you do not know the meaning of the word wholesome until you've seen Paddington, and I suggest. That you do watch them, and I also suggest Phoebe Waller-Bridge should play the villain in Paddington 3. Just came to my mind. Yeah, just came to mind.
Maybe
I heard people calling for Toni Collette, which should also be pretty cool. But I just watched
Netflix was too.
Yeah, for sure. They're the ones I saw posting it. So I'm guessing, Zach, like me, you're way knighting this.
Oh yeah, like this is the thing that we want in our lives, is this, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
For sure. All right, let's head into our first official topic of today, because yesterday at lunchtime over here in Europe, the first trailer for the latest Disney live-action movie, which I believe it's going to Disney Plus, but at the same time, there's no confirmation about it. The first trailer for Cruella was released, directed by Craig Gillespie, who directed I, Tonya, starring Emma Stone. I'm going to let you start this one off, Zach. How are you feeling about this?
I'm going to tell you, I got a little bit more excited once you let me know who's directing this.
Yeah, I remember
but
that.
I still, I've seen good directors do shit. But that first poster popped up, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. What is this? This is cool. Ren, that trailer's fucking great.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be excited. Now, the thing that's funny about this, though, is that a lot of people still think this is going straight to Disney Plus. No, that was a rumor. It's still not announced. It's still not official. If you recognize it in the trailer, never said Disney Plus. Every other Disney Plus trailer, they always say it's Disney Plus. They did not say Disney Plus at all. Disney Premier Access, nothing. So this is going straight to theaters in May. And a new analyst report actually predicted that most theaters will be reopened by the beginning of July. Pretty good. A little later than expected. Also earlier than expected for me. But Cruella looks great. I think Disney believes in this film. I think that's why they're keeping it in theaters instead of on streaming. But then we can look at Soul and Raya, and the stuff I've heard. Well, we've seen Soul, but the stuff I've heard from Raya it's also great. But again, climate. You really gonna move Raya to the summer? I don't know if Raya would kill in the summer. But it probably would because it's a fucking cartoon film. Look at the Croods. The Croods killed. But yeah, no, I love the trailer, man. I loved it. And Jack Alexander said Pinocchio and Peter and Wendy, I think, are going to Disney Plus. Yes, those two are. And then Collider ran a report saying Cruella was as well, but that was never confirmed. Pinocchio and Peter and Wendy were, but if you remember at the Disney Investor Day, they never said Cruella, which surprised on both of those still, because depending on when those are coming out, those are two films that would kill in theaters.
Yeah. Peter and Wendy itself shouldn't be out too soon. I think we're looking at it over a year from now. But Pinocchio, I think it's already going. It's already in pre-production. I think Peter and Wendy is just announced. But look, I was already excited for this film because I love I, Tonya. I love Emma Stone.
Yeah. I, Tonya's second favorite film that year.
This trailer fucking rocked my world. I loved this trailer so much. Even for someone who was already excited, Jesus Christ, this is a good trailer. This is how you sell a movie. This is the banger first trailer. I don't even need to watch anymore. I'm not even going to watch the second trailer. I just need the movie right now.
They didn't show enough, so it was pretty cool.
Emma Stone is fucking killing it. The laugh, the smile, that shot, it's a really cool shot, but something really small within the whole context of the show. My favorite shot is her riding the motorcycle, and it looks like she has just been crying. It's like early morning or something like that. Yep. Love this trailer. It's filled with energy, chaos, anarchy, everything Cruella symbolizes, and I cannot wait for this. I am 1,000,000% knighting this. How about yourself, Zach?
I'm gonna knight it, man. And if you asked me over a year and a half ago, I would have told you no. I would have told you I knight the idea, but then the first image they showed like months ago, I didn't love. I didn't like it. I was like, But they just have the right thing. And I saw a lot of people making comparisons that this looks like the Joker. And okay, I can see what you mean. And then I saw other people, well, they better not redeem her because she's a puppy killer. Guys, they probably will. Like, let's just be honest. Like, you already know that they is. But you know what? If they don't, props to Disney. Props to Disney if they don't.
I think they'll humanize her, and there's a difference between redeeming and humanizing. I think Cruella is an exceptional case that she becomes scarier and more frightening if you really humanize her, because her motivations are very, very human. They're very evil, but they're very human. There's something you can comprehend and attach yourself to, or against it. Hopefully, you don't want to kill any puppies.
A clip for WandaVision just.
I saw that it
went up.
I didn't see it.
I watched it.
What did you think? Quickly.
It just pointed out exactly what this week's sitcom era is going to be.
Okay, cool. All right, so before we move on to our second topic, let's see some Wind River thoughts. Bruno Full of Sugar, my assistant / best friend / housemate. I have seen it 3 times. Love Wind River, and I constantly think about how they leave the reveal of how things happen for the end, and I just think it's awesome. I couldn't agree more. I remember being extremely surprised when we see what actually happened.
Yep.
How about you, Zach? Do you remember?
Yeah, man. I remember seeing Wind River. I remember which theater I went to, surprisingly. I remember what kind of day it was, middle of the day, wanted to watch it, and I sat there by myself because no one else wanted to see it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like a great movie.
Jack Alexander. I watched Wind River last night. Yes, I absolutely loved it. Super depressing. That it's true. It's true. It is super depressing. I really wish he would have gotten some Oscars love, dude.
It didn't
Same.
because of
Harvey Weinstein.
Yep.
Harvey Weinstein fucked it up. He just had to do his Harvey Weinstein thing and screw the whole film. Nobody paid it any attention. I remember it actually came out in my country like a week before it did in the States.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I knew you already. I think I did. I think we knew each other already by then.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you, dude, Wind River, go watch that movie.
I think you
It's
were, and
fucking
that's
awesome.
what made me go see it.
Yeah. Oh, that movie, it's just so good. I actually didn't watch it this week, but I gotta find some time. I gotta put now one of my friends on Paddington because he hasn't seen it yet. My other housemate. All right.
Must watch, man.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to our second official topic of the day. Do you want to bring us into that one, Zach?
Yeah, I can. Give me 1 second. Oh my god, why can't I find it? I was like, I have like 5 different tabs open. Okay.
I'm with you.
So we got Adam Wingard is coming back. A new film he's directing, which is the Face Off. You know, said that it was gonna be a remake, reimagining, but it's actually going to be a direct sequel to the original Face Off film. Now, Adam Wingard's directed films like The Guest. He's also directed films like You're Next. He's directed the Death Note movie, Blair Witch, and most up-and-coming film Godzilla vs. Kong. Ren, what do you think?
Mm-hmm. I can't say I'm against it, but I'm not excited either because I actually would like a remake of Face Off. I would.
This is the movie to do a remake for.
Yeah, this is a movie that you can do a remake and it'll actually be its own thing. Adam Wingard is a very hit and miss director for me due to his track record. Unfortunately, more miss than hit, but I can't help but be somewhat interested in his films because the hit he has done up until now, and I haven't seen Your Next, but The Guest is fucking amazing. I love that movie. It was the movie that brought Dan Stevens to my attention. So I will always be somewhat interested and be paying attention to an Adam Wingard film. If he wants to do a sequel, you better bring back Travolta in Cage. Because if you want to do a sequel, there's just no other way to do a sequel, I think. What do you think, Zach?
I think you can only have to bring one of them back. Maybe both if you can, but you are right. If they're doing a sequel, those two characters have to come back. Or what's the point? Now, I haven't seen Face Off in fucking years, to be honest.
Same.
Like it's been, I can barely remember the movie, but I don't. Which one dies? I remember one of them died.
It was. Oh yeah, that's right. It was Cage. Oh,
so and that's
I don't remember. Was it Cage or was it Travolta?
Yeah, I can't remember either.
No, so it was Cage.
Yeah,
but it's Travolta, the character.
Oh yeah, technically Cage is alive, but he's in Travolta. Yeah. So
exactly.
So
there we go. Thank you, Jack.
You could bring that back.
Alexander. Cage dies, but it's Travolta that dies.
So you could bring that in. But I'm gonna say it. I know John Campea has said it. I know a bunch of other people have said it. There's 2 logical choices for this: Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. I don't care what anyone says. No, seriously. Like, this is the ultimate thing you do.
I heard a pitch on Twitter. I can't remember who tweeted it out. I just scrolled past it, but it was this really cool pitch. At the time when we thought it was a remake, that it was Denzel Washington and John David Washington in the roles, and then they would swap faces.
If they did that, I would also shit my pants.
In a good way, I presume.
No, in a really great way.
Oh, okay,
in the greatest way possible.
But overall, we now know it's a direct sequel, but that's literally all the information we have. How are you feeling about this, Zach? Are you uniting it? Are you throwing it away? Are you sending it back and hoping it returns with some better news?
You know me, I'm a big Adam Wingard fan. Death Note's really the only film that hasn't worked for me. So yeah, I'm in. Take my money.
All right, I'm going to send it back personally. Not saying Into the Dungeon, but not excited enough yet to knight it. All right.
Do you not like the writing in his films, or do you not like his directing?
I do not like the writing. And I think overall sometimes the direction doesn't stand out. Like for Blair Witch, didn't care for it. I think Death Note is well directed, fine, but it's fundamentally broken in the writing. So yeah. Before we move on to our third topic, we got another opinion on Wind River. Jekyll VP, good fan of the show. What's up, boys? Saw Wind River when it came out in 2017. My favorite year of the last decade for movies. Amazing movie. Has arguably Jeremy Renner's best performance. I agree. Yep. Between the town, Hurt Locker, and Elizabeth Olsen is also great in it. Couldn't agree more. And for those who haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's another Marvel actor in there. So you'll just have to see it if you haven't. All right, our third topic of the day, ladies and gentlemen, another trailer. Because, oh no, that's the fourth topic. Apologies. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is being remade as a series with Donald Glover and Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who I just suggested as a villain for Paddington. Zach,
yes, you did.
Give us your thoughts on like the original movie with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, and what are your thoughts on this?
I haven't seen the original one and probably since it came out. I liked it though. I thought it was fun. It's one that I actually have been wanting to revisit, but I always remember the ending of that film pissed me off because it kind of just left it open, if that makes sense. Like it just felt like it left it open for more, and we never got more. And I'm excited to hear that this is a series. Now, I'm interested. Did they say who's writing this?
No, but you would assume it's them.
Yeah, I would assume it's them, yeah. Because he did also just sign that deal. He left FX to go to Prime, which is gigantic. Now, he is still going to be filming Atlanta season 3 and 4 back-to-back in March, so I don't know when we will get this series, to be honest with you, because...
Yeah, it shouldn't be too soon.
But I'm hesitant. Honestly. I haven't watched Fleabag yet, so I can't speak for Phoebe, but I've heard amazing things about her.
It's really good.
That's what I've heard. My parents watched it super fast.
knowing you will die laughing at that.
I assume I will. I need to watch it.
It's really short too. It's really short, like 20-minute episodes. 6
Have you
episodes.
watched Atlanta?
No.
Okay, so how about this?
I don't think I have it available here.
It's gotta be. It's got.
Maybe. I don't know. Honestly,
you gotta watch it.
But yeah, Fleabag is really short. It's like 20-minute episodes, 2 seasons, 6 episodes per season. Really, really short.
Oh, okay. I'll watch it. And you are right. There's no way to watch it.
Okay. Well, Jack Alexander saying is on Hulu. Yes, but I was talking like in the United Kingdom. I don't know if anyone from the United Kingdom is watching. I don't know if we have it available anywhere.
Maybe,
here,
yeah, because the thing I looked up was a little bit too long. Also, Warner Brothers took down the leaked trailer.
Yes, so we have time, Zach.
Yeah, I was trying to find it, and I was like another, because I had it up, and now it's gone.
Yeah,
it's gone.
All right. Jack, my bad. No worries, dude. You don't have to remember this. You can pay for it on Amazon, says Bruno. So yeah, I'm not watching it. So
Bruno,
about Mr.
Can you pay for it for him to watch?
She already pays the Prime subscription, so she's not paying anything else. I am getting a. Well, I was going to say anything, but I'm not going to say it now. But about Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I am curious. I'm more curious than excited right now, only because we know they're involved. We don't know in which capacity, but they're both amazing writers. They're both really great actors. They both worked together on Solo: A Star Wars Story. She was the voice of the most annoying droid in Star Wars history.
Well, he fucked the droid.
Yeah, no, he fucked the droid.
Yeah, he fucked the droid.
Yeah. He fucked the. If you want to support the show and get your question answered immediately, you can also.
If someone were to super chat you enough to rent the whole thing, would you do it?
What?
Like if someone super chatted you money right now,
they would. I mean, depends on the price of Atlanta on Prime, but also. Super Chat keeps like 25% of whatever
send him
people
more.
donate.
Send him more.
send
I'll
me
tell
more.
you to watch because some of them you don't have to watch in order.
Okay. But I'm guessing I would buy like a season in its entirety, not an episode.
It's so funny because the first season, like, it's pretty straightforward, and then the second season is like every episode's not even
different. Okay.
It's like an anthology. There's one episode that Lakeith is in that is hands down like the creepiest stuff I've ever seen.
Okay. But Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Zach, overall, are you knighting this? Are you sending it away?
I'll knight it for now. But to be honest, I mean, I need a trailer. I need something because this could go. Knowing they're writing it, it could be too comedic to be too comedic. Where I think you need to walk that fine line.
All right. I am knighting it as well. Cautiously.
The composer for Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness just came out.
Isn't it Michael Giacchino?
Nope.
Oh, who is it?
Fucking Danny Elfman.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap! Bring it up. Let me share the image. We got breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news.
Holy shit, dude.
Holy crap! I'm actually disappointed that it's not Giacchino on one hand, but
dude.
Ooh, Danny Elfman, Spider-Man, and Batman Returns will compose the score for Sam Raimi's Doctor Strange in the.
Yep,
it is. Yeah, this is good. I haven't been impressed with Elfman lately. I'll say that, but the incredible scores he has produced over the years far outweigh,
especially for superhero films.
Yes, well, his scores for superhero films and just in general, his good work far outweighs whatever he has done lately. So I'm excited for this.
So we're getting the Spider-Man theme. Come on.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now it's a.
Do you think Toby shows up in this then?
Depends on what happens in Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
Because everyone is wondering one of the Spider-Man that's going to die. It's not going to be Tom Holland, so it's really between Toby and Andrew. So it really depends if he dies or not, honestly.
Yeah, so I don't think he was supposed to say what he said. He said in an interview, "Yeah, I'm composing it. I'm starting to do bits of work for Doctor Strange 2, but I probably won't do much until later on."
Okay. All right, so that's the breaking news for today. We hope, Zach, but
and come on, dude, Kevin Feige was like, "We're getting Danny Elfman."
Yeah, most likely. As soon as he got Sam Raimi, he said, "Yeah, Danny Elfman."
But to be honest with you, I think it's more about whatever Sam Raimi wants. It's Sam Raimi gets.
Yeah, true. All right. So overall, I am knighting this. I am knighting this decision to have him as a composer. How about you, Zach?
Oh, dude, 100% knighting this. Like, Danny, the thing is like lately, yeah, you are right. He hasn't done like a lot of great scores or ones that are like super memorable, but Spider-Man and Batman are like two of the most iconic scores ever.
Mm-hmm.
Also, do you like the Jackass series?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Bam just got fired from Jackass 4.
Okay, I'm not invested enough for that to affect. I wasn't even excited for the Jackass 4. I keep forgetting it's gonna happen.
I don't even want to watch it.
Yeah. Like it's one of those things. I like Jackass, but whether they make another movie or not, I'm not invested. All right, let's move on to our fourth topic, our penultimate topic, another trailer. And Zach, I'm going to let you start us off with this one about the trailer that came out last Sunday, earlier than it should have been released.
The Snyder Cut. Yeah. Thanks. Had an alarm. So let's just put it this way. I'm a big fan of Snyder. I'm actually going to rewatch Man of Steel today, probably Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition 2. And yes, I will be rewatching the original Justice League. I just, I kind of need to. I like
that film. Justice League, man.
You know what's funny? I like it, but it reminds me. Well, it reminds me of a Justice League Unlimited like live action. Like that. That's exactly how it felt to me watching it. My issue with it now though is hearing everything behind the scenes. It's hard for me to go back and rewatch it or like feel like it makes me like the film less, which it shouldn't, but like it does.
I get you.
Because this used to be a guilty pleasure of mine where flat out Ren, when I was bored, I just put it on in the background because I liked seeing my heroes fight along. And it wasn't like an Avengers film where it's like 2 hours and 30 minutes, which again, I like to sit down and heavily pay attention to for hours on end. Where Justice League, it was like I could pop in here and there and get some good quips and all this stuff. But the Snyder cut, the final, well, I think might be the final one. We'll probably get one more. It dropped. And I see a lot of people saying, oh, they're using a lot of scenes that we've already seen before. Guys, we haven't seen these scenes. They're from the original trailer. But this is Snyder's version. This is 4 hours. That's 2 hours more of footage that we've never seen. And it did come out that they only did shoot one scene, one reshoot. Deborah Snyder confirmed it was the Joker scene, which fine. So a lot of that money went towards the CGI, which you can tell the CGI looks pretty good. There's maybe here and there that it's a little spotty. But man, I love this trailer. I loved this trailer. I cannot express my excitement enough for the Snyder cut. Because I have always supported Zack Snyder and what he's done. I never thought we'd be getting this. I never thought it. Then I think the last time I really said we're going to get this is when Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot both tweeted release the Snyder cut. That's when I'm like, okay, this is actually real. And you know, I'm not saying that the movement isn't real because the movement's actually done. Like the people who actually run it have like really much generated a lot of money for charity, which is fabulous. Love that. But there's a lot of great stuff. And that shot right there, man, that shot right there. I showed my girlfriend that, and I think she like came in her pants. Like no joke, dude. Like she didn't even need me. She didn't even need me anymore, Ren. Like she saw that thing. And honestly, Ren, you want me to tell you a secret?
You did the same.
I did the fucking same, man. Multiple times watching the GIF of him doing that. Like, that is the reason. This is the reason that and the Nightmareverse is the stuff that I'm excited to see in Justice League. And I'm excited to see how, in a sense, he comes to concluding this. I think this is going to be big. I think the Snyder Cut will be big. I'm not going to finish his film.
Yeah.
And I've always liked this movie. And if you didn't like Batman versus Superman, you're probably not going to like this one. Like, honestly, flat out to God, that's just the way I'm viewing it at this point. So if don't come out and shit on this film if you don't like the other ones. This is clearly made for the people who like those, who clearly like, and honestly, as people do not know this, that Zack Snyder, when it comes to a general movie-going audience, they fucking love his movies. Like, when I talk to my friends who I consider in the general movie-going audience, they love his movies. They love Man of Steel. They love Batman versus Superman. They love almost nearly all of his films that they've seen. And that's a big thing. When I can look at Batman versus Superman and like a general going audience can tell me they love it, the theatrical cut nonetheless, there's something there. There's something there, man. I'm so damn excited for this. I'm so excited for this.
I'm like you. I'm super excited. I didn't like the thriller as much as I liked the previous one. I love Darkseid. I love this shot right here. I fucking love the Bat tank on steroids because that's a tank who ate other 10 tanks and grew 10 times in size. I don't know what that's for, but he's clearly compensating for all the Robins that fucking died on his watch. It's what I'm thinking. The best thing about the Snyder Cut, honestly, Zach, though, is that it's coming out on March 18th. The next day, we get Falcon and Winter Soldier. So the discourse, I want to believe, will get drowned out. Because immediately, as soon as you finish the Snyder Cut, boom, there's another thing to watch.
Yeah. Can I be honest? From what I understand, this film is done. This film should have came out in February.
You think so?
Yes. Dude, it's so stacked.
But March is the coolest month. So
it is
it's
the coolest month, man. It actually comes out on my friend's birthday. This
month. That's cool.
But he doesn't like these movies at all. So, you know, I'm not going to go celebrate with him. I'm going to celebrate myself. But, dude, I mean, March is a great month for us, dude. We have Raya. Raya comes out the week of your birthday, correct?
Yes, 2 days before.
Yes.
My birthday is on a Sunday,
and you get the WandaVision season finale, don't you?
Yeah, but I want to get a Raya screener because I don't want to have Raya and WandaVision on the same day because that way. I did reach out. I haven't gotten an answer yet, so I'm going to follow back because otherwise I will only be able to review Raya like the next day or in the evening because my housemates will want to watch it.
I reached out and the ones out here were like, "We'll let you know."
Yeah. Did you follow up?
That I actually reached out yesterday.
Okay.
And then I reached out about the Snyder cut too.
Me too. I haven't heard back for that one either.
I got a reply.
Okay.
But I'm not hopeful.
Okay.
I think they're gonna gatekeep this one, which.
Well, fingers crossed for you, my brother.
Honestly, if they tell me no, I'm just gonna tweet at Warner. I'm gonna tweet at Zack Snyder. You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking?
All right. Overall, Zach, though, how are you feeling about the Snyder Cut trailer? Are you knighting it or sending it to the dungeon?
Giant Knight. I really believe this is the way, and I don't mean to do a Mandalorian thing. I really think this is gonna be fucking great.
All right, I am knighting it, though not as strong as you. My biggest issue with this trailer was there is Jared Leto's Joker. I don't think this movie needs Joker at all, whether it's Jared Leto, whether it's Joaquin Phoenix, Heath Ledger on a parallel universe somehow. I don't think it needs it. So that's my only flaw, but issue right now. I like the look. I like how he looks. I just don't think the story needs him, but I'll be happy to be proven wrong.
It's funny. They're hiding something in that Nightmare verse. It's
true.
You know what it is?
It could be what Jack Alexander is saying in the comments.
No,
it's not. Okay, I don't want to know then.
We know Deathstroke's in it, right? Like we know Deathstroke's in the film.
It's a good question. We're assuming so, but
he was in the reshoots.
He was in the reshoots, yeah. So, but he's probably not in that sequence.
In the reshoots, who I can clearly tell that they're hiding in the trailer.
Okay, don't tell me because I have no idea who you're talking about.
It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
Tell me in the private chat.
I don't think this is
just a name. Oh, I don't care about that.
Neither do I, but they're hiding.
Yeah, true. Fair enough. Yeah, you're right. They're hiding. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to our final topic before we go to your live questions. From one not at all controversial topic to another not at all controversial topic. I am very proud of the picture I chose to insert as foreground in today's thumbnail because, ladies and gentlemen, it is the return of the king. It is the Rian Strikes Back, or the return of the Johnson, whatever you want to call it. Rian Johnson says his Star Wars trilogy is still very much on. I'm very happy with this. I'm not even going to pretend otherwise. I'm so fucking happy that this is still happening.
When I saw that interview, I think you were sleeping, right?
I probably was, yeah, because I woke up and you had sent me the message.
I sent you. You were the first person I thought about when this got announced. I was like, he's going to be so excited. And honestly, Ren, with Last Jedi, there's part of me that, like, it's hard for me to rank it higher now because they very much retconned a lot in Rise, I feel. And they took some things. But for me, overall, I think The Last Jedi is the best directed Star Wars film. I think it's the best looking Star Wars film, and I think it's the best acted Star Wars film.
And it's the deepest Star Wars film.
The deepest one. Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, Mark Hamill. That's all you need to know. They're the best part about the film. They have the best stuff in it. Finn and Rose, whatever. Poe and what's her name?
Holdo.
Whatever. It's fine. It's whatever. It feels very...
I love Poe's arc in that film.
I do too. But it feels like very much like Finn and Rose was like... It feels like Rian really much went through the Star Wars thing and he goes, okay, this, like, Finn and Rose is going to be the prequel era stuff. Like, that's what it feels like he really touched in each thing. And then he looked at Poe, and I think Poe is honestly more original trilogy in a sense. And then the new stuff, which like Kylo, Daisy, and Mark, I think that's like sequel trilogy, but also new. And that's what, and honestly, like I love what he did with that. But you know, I've come to appreciate it more and more every year. The Last Jedi, and I got to be honest, I think it's still going on, and I've seen some people be like, "Oh, he's just saying that," blah blah blah. Here's the thing: I think Disney knows whatever he pitched, whatever idea he has, is fucking brilliant. I think they know it. Disney loves The Last Jedi. We just have to remember, or at least Kathleen Kennedy did. The only reason they retcon is because they got all scared. I really think they're just holding back now to say, okay, let's let time pass. Let's let the fan base kind of get one back over with Mando. Let's let him win them back over with this. And then let Rian Johnson come in with his brand new idea that doesn't, and I guarantee will not connect whatsoever to anything. It'll be completely new that we know of. That's it. This is at least what I would assume.
You know what, Zach? I agree with you, and I even though I love The Last Jedi, I do prefer that he does something like detached. You know, something that comes to mind, because we don't know nothing about this. We don't know anything about what he's going to direct, who's going to be the main character, and whatnot. But something that comes to mind, and Tony Movie Chappie brings this up with the films he's made: Brick, Looper, Knives Out. Not so much for what I'm going to say. But Brick and Looper are two movies that very much give me the feel that he does well with outsider characters. So I don't want them to explore it in the same way, but I would love to see him go with somewhat of a gray Jedi as a character. I don't like that term. And I'm not saying you should do Revan and exactly that story, but something of the sort. True, they might bring him to canon, but something of the sort, you know, something similar to that. Because the character in Brick, the character in Looper, again, Knives Out, not so much, even though I love it, but it just doesn't really apply for this example.
I'm gonna tell you, I think he does. Which era do you think he plays in? I think he plays before everything.
I think I wouldn't say before everything, but I would say far in the past.
Okay. And I want to say, I don't want to say Mandalorians necessarily, but I think he touches on I think his main character is going to be like, I think it's going to be someone who's like, you said Great Jedi, but I was thinking something like, I want to say like a Kanan character. That wasn't, but it wasn't raised with the Jedi Order. Like he's Force sensitive. He knows he's Force sensitive, but he wasn't raised to be a Jedi or anything. He was just raised on the outskirts.
Do you think, like Joe Fletcher, that this will be about the Broom Kid?
No.
Me neither.
I literally, every time someone says that, I want to kill him.
It's a joke that has gotten old, but it's still fun to like question it.
I like the kid ending.
Me too. So good on Joe Fletcher for bringing that up.
How do you think Rian Johnson felt watching Rise of Skywalker?
Honestly, this might surprise you, but I think he didn't care. He made his movie. He got paid. Star Wars doesn't belong to him. So he doesn't lose out on anything. Yeah. He still did what he wanted to do with the characters.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you this, to be honest. Do you think this actually still happens?
Not
I
soon,
don't know why he
but yes.
Was. I'm being honest. I don't know why why he would say it is.
Maybe to just poke at the people who hate The Last Jedi. I don't know, but I want to believe it's still happening. I believe it is still happening. I just don't think soon. Like 3 years from now, we'll start hearing about some casting and about pre-production, but not sooner than that.
I don't even think 3 years.
You think sooner?
No. I think when Taika's film is going.
Oh.
Because so right now the next film we're getting is Patty, so we're gonna hear about Patty's film the most. Mm-hmm. That's definitely the one that we're gonna hear the most about next. After Patty Jenkins' film, we're gonna get Taika's, which Taika's is so Patty's is 2023, Taika's is 2025, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Because Avatar starts next year, so we'll have Avatar 2020. Because I know it's every other year.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Avatar's 2022, 2025. So that means we'll get Taika's 2020. Wait,
Taika's 2020. Yeah.
his will
So
be 5.
Avatar is in even years. Star Wars is in odd years.
So that means I think by 2027, there's a possibility we do. I still think there's a possibility that we go to 2 films a year.
Really?
Yes. They just have to be smart with their releases.
Yes, true. That's very true.
So, and I think that's where we get the Rian Johnson thing, because I think 2027 there's an untitled Star Wars film that's supposed to come out that year. That could be the Mando movie. There's a lot of things that that's where that'll be. And honestly, Ren, if they made a Mandalorian movie, it will be fucking huge. Which is something I would never say for a TV show.
Yeah.
But it would be gigantic.
True. All right. Overall, Zach, what's your verdict on Rian Johnson confirming that he's still on to direct a Star Wars trilogy?
Knighting it, and honestly, part of me kind of wants to watch The Last Jedi now.
Same. Not gonna lie, it's been a while. I'm nutting it as well. Couldn't be happier. This is my favorite Star Wars movie outside the original trilogy, Last Jedi, that is. So I couldn't be happier with this. So that's all for today's topics, ladies and gentlemen. Zach, before we move on to live questions, do you have a movie for a movie club come next week, or do you want to wait a little bit and think about it?
I have one.
You have one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention. This is Zach announcing the movie for this week's movie club that we'll start talking about next week at the beginning of the show. Zach, what do you got for us?
I think I have a fucked up head because I chose Red Sparrow first.
Yes, you did.
And definitely that was not an easy film. But picking another one that's not an easy watch, and that's Nocturnal Animals.
Ooh.
I don't think enough people saw. I think more people need to see it. It stars, all you got to know, Jake Gyllenhaal and Amy Adams are in it. I think that's all you got to know. Michael Shannon, Aaron Taylor-Johnson. It's how would you describe it? Is it like a revenge film, would you say?
It's a neo-noir thriller.
Okay.
That's what I would describe it as.
Go watch it. I know it was on Netflix for a bit out here in the United States. I don't know if it still is. But it's one that I would recommend renting. Like, you could probably rent it for like $5.99, and it's definitely worth it.
Okay. All right. So that is it. Let's go to your live Twitter questions. We're in a bit of a time constraint just in case Zach has to leave. So that's why we got
my sister to text me that she's so I'll keep going till she says so.
That's why we got to the question so soon. So let's just start going with it. Lots of people here. General Kenobi, Geekly Goods is here. Demonisian Scott, Tony Movie Chappie. Thank you, everyone. Gico VP, good friend of the show. Let's see if we have any questions. So, General Kenobi just started watching Flash. I love Flash. What's your opinion on WandaVision thus far? Really loving it. Zach and I have individual reviews for each episode, so you can go check that out on each of our channels.
You should go check out Ren's theory about who the actual villain of WandaVision is, because everyone on fucking TikTok decided to steal his fucking idea. Ren, I'm not joking. You cannot tell me that it's a coincidence that the day after you posted that, every single person started talking about that.
Yeah, I'm not saying it is. I don't go to TikTok a lot.
It took one person to watch your video, say, that's a great idea. I'm going to make a video on that. And then other people see that person's video. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It sucks, but it's, par for the course.
At least you're at 1,000 views.
Yeah, it's true. It's growing, really growing. More questions. Tyler Van, good friend Tyler Van. Hey guys, I watched United 93 today. Loved it. What are your thoughts on it, and what's your favorite Paul Greengrass film? I think United 93, it's a really good movie. It's not one of those I find myself going back to a lot because of obvious reasons. And now not even American, so that's saying something. But what's my favorite Paul Greengrass movie? Zach, while I look for his films, what are your thoughts on United 93?
I've never finished it.
Okay, understandable.
I don't know what it was. My parents always tell me to watch it, and it's on Netflix out here. At least it used to be, and I tried watching it, and I was just not in the right mood to watch it. It's definitely a tough movie to watch. So the parts that I did get to, I want to finish it. I'll say that. I want to finish it, but it's definitely one that I'm going to need to be in the right headspace to sit down and put time into.
Yeah. I love the Bournes. News of the World is pretty good. I haven't seen 22 July. Honestly, I think I'm going to have to go with Captain Phillips as my favorite movie of his. Captain Phillips is really fucking good.
I was going to say the same thing, dude. I really like the Bourne films, but I love Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
One of my first Blu-rays ever.
Yeah?
Yeah.
General Kenobi, I'm watching Flash. Should I start watching Arrow? 1,000,000%. You should start watching Arrow before you continue with the Flash, because Flash gets presented in season 2 of Arrow in one episode, and after that, as soon as you start season 3 of Arrow, you should start Flash, because then they go hand in hand. So yeah, and Arrow is my favorite show out of all of those. What else we got? Bruno, we actually did a Paddington locations tour, remember, Ren? Yes, we did. We didn't go to all of them, but we went to a few. I mean, I believe we didn't go to all of them, but we went to quite a few. We went to the train station. We went to the street. We went to the store that he goes to in the second movie. We went to a lot of his locations.
I'm jealous. Can't do that in the United States.
You can do that with a lot of movies, though.
Not in Arizona.
That's fair.
We got Tombstone, and that's it.
Isn't Thelma and Louise set there?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I for some reason that's
the last
coming
Transformers
to mind.
was also filmed here the last night.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They filmed on a freeway.
Oh yeah, but nobody wants to go to that movie's locations.
No, not really.
General Kenobi, any updates on Strange Things 4? Not that I know of.
From what I've heard, it probably won't get released. If we're lucky, summer, but I don't think it will be. I think it'll probably be late this year.
All right. Have you heard Umbrella Academy started filming? Yes, Elliot Page shared on his
I'm
Instagram
surprised
account.
how fast they're filming that thing.
Yeah.
Remember last time it took them so long to even announce it got renewed.
Yeah. True.
But this also, I'm going to be honest, this does nervous me.
It does?
Because they had a while to perfect that season 2 script, and I think season 2 is near perfect.
True. That's true. SPC Bird is here. Jorge asks, expectations for Superman and Lois. Zach is not even going to watch it, I believe.
No, I actually am. I'm
You
going to
are?
watch this.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I'm actually really excited.
No expectations on me. I'm going with an open mind because I like most of the CW shows. I still watch most of them. I don't like Supergirl whatsoever, but you know what? I've watched 5 seasons, so I'm going to watch the last one. Gotta tell you though, Batwoman is a struggle right now. Woo!
Even this new season?
Ooh, dude. I'm not saying the first season was great or anything, but it was much better. It was much better.
So what is it?
It's the whole writing, like the actress, the main actress, the new Batwoman, Javicia Leslie, I believe that's how we say her name. She's a much better actress than Ruby Rose, but the writing on everything is just, it's literally all over the place. That's literally the best way I can describe it on every regard. So yeah. But yeah, no expectations, but I'm going open-minded. It's next week, I believe, even. Are you hyped for WandaVision episode 7 tomorrow? Yes, and there will be reviews for the episodes on each of our channels.
My thumbnail I made is fucking.
I have a thumbnail ready. It's basically the one I showed you last week, but last week didn't happen, so I'm preparing it for this week, and then if it doesn't happen again, oh well.
I'm not gonna say anything. You want to see mine though? I'll show it.
Yeah, show me. Send me on Twitter.
I'll just show it here.
Okay. Oh, nice, nice. I see. I know what that image on your right is. I know where
Yeah.
that comes from.
Dude, the trailer is fucking cool, man.
Yeah. What else we got? Questions. Jorge asks, Ren, have you seen La Casa de Papel? You can watch it on Spanish. The dub sucks. If I was planning on watching it, for sure would watch it in Spanish, not dubbed. It's just a show that doesn't appeal to me. I love the main actress Ursula Corberó. I know her from a show from my teenage years, a Spanish show that is. She's gonna be in the new Snake Eyes movie. It's the show just doesn't appeal to me. My sister's seen it. A lot of my friends have seen it. Bruna, my housemate, my assistant, has seen it. So, by the way, she's not really my assistant. This is just a joke, but you guys keep on calling her my assistant just to annoy her, please. But yeah, it just doesn't appeal to me. I'm not saying I will never watch it, but there are so many shows I want to watch and haven't started yet. La Casa de Papel is certainly not on the top of that list of the list, unfortunately. So the movie Chappie, I don't know if you are the one that has asked this before, but we've talked about this before. Thoughts on Monkey Bone, very underrated 2000s movie. The last time we talked about this, I believe it was at the time something Zach had never heard of, and I told him what this was, and immediately got interested. I still myself have never watched it. I only just know that it exists. Zach, have you seen it yet?
Nope.
Yeah, me neither. But
it
looks, yeah, it sounds interesting, looks interesting, wacky, and all that. But I still haven't seen it.
Pretty solid, Ren.
Wouldn't it be great if the Joker was actually Jason Todd?
No.
I don't know if I'm not saying it would be a bad idea, but I'm very hesitant to say that it would be a good one. I want Jason Todd to be Red Hood, not Joker. Like, they're two different characters. I love Jason Todd. I don't want him to be the Joker.
Same.
It all depends on execution, Jack. So maybe they could make it work, but as a concept, thinking about it doesn't get me too excited personally. Tyler Van, favorite Alexander Payne film? That's a good question. I actually have quite a few unpopular opinions on Alexander Payne as a director. Let's see his movies. Director. Downsizing was horrible. Nebraska is amazing. Descendants, I don't like all that much, gonna be honest. About Schmidt is underrated. Probably Sideways. I think I'm going with Sideways. How about you, Zach?
I've never seen a single film by him.
You never seen Downsizing?
No, I refuse to.
Oh, really?
I didn't want to watch it.
Yeah, you don't have to watch that one.
You know what though? I have tried like 3 times, and just
okay, dude. But watch Nebraska. Nebraska is amazing.
Oh, is that the one with
Bruce Dern, Will Forte?
Never mind, yeah. I have seen that. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, it's great. Jack Alexander, do you think there will be another post-credit scene? You mean let's assume you're asking about WandaVision? I think so. I think we're seeing a post-credit scene at the end of the finale. How about you, Zach?
I agree.
Yeah. But just in case you're asking about the Snyder cut, I'm going to say no, only because they just don't do post-credit scenes apart from Aquaman. Well, I guess Wonder Woman had one, 84. So now there's 3 movies. So there's Aquaman, there's Shazam, and there's Wonder Woman in 84. But all those came after Justice League and as Walter Amada came into. So I wouldn't bet on it either way, but I'm going to guess no. No post-credit scene for the Snyder Cut. How about you, Zach?
No.
All right.
No. I do got to get going, Ren, though. So thank you again so much, man.
No
guys,
worries,
please go watch Nocturnal Animals. And Ren, next Thursday, we'll be getting naked on here and discussing the next news topic. Because today is the day that Tobey Maguire will get announced.
Oh, shit, that's right. There's going to be some breaking news today. Yeah. I'm going to keep going for a bit, but Zach, thank you for being here up until now. We'll wait for you for next
Mortal
week.
Kombat reaction.
Same, man. Same.
So,
All right.
see you
Good
soon.
luck, brother.
Bye bye.
We'll
Bye.
talk to you later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to continue for a little bit just because the Mortal Kombat trailer hasn't come out, so I don't have to leave. So let's continue with a little bit. Have you seen that they started filming Cobra Kai season 4? Probably Zach would know the answer to this. Just give me a second because something came up. Okay. Have you seen that they started filming Cobra Kai season 4? I haven't started because I said I would watch Cobra Kai if I hit, at the time, this was January. So I said I would start watching Cobra Kai if I hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of January, and I didn't, so I didn't start watching it. But if you guys want to help me reach 3,000 subscribers before my birthday, which is March 7th, I will start watching Cobra Kai. So there you have it, the announcement. Do you think... Oh, yeah, we've answered this one. Favorite medieval film and show? Favorite medieval film? What? Oh, why am I'm totally blanking on medieval films and shows. I'm just gonna search it on my phone. Medieval films. Medieval films. Definitely not Robin Hood 2018. I really like King Arthur. Guy Ritchie's King Arthur. I like Snow White and the Huntsman more than most people. Last Resort is a very underrated movie starring James Purefoy. It's so good. Nobody has seen it, but it's really, really good. Holy crap, there aren't that many medieval movies that I like. Like, you have your Monty Python and the Holy Grail. You have your Robin Hood Men in Tights. But those are comedies, and they're great. Just don't come to mind when I think Lancelot. Not Lancelot. Excalibur is an amazing medieval film. Dragonheart's pretty good. So those are just a few. As far as shows, what's a great medieval show? Medieval shows. What? Not shoes. Shows. Oh, come on, Google. Google is fucking with me. It doesn't want to show me medieval shows. It wants to show me medieval shoes. Medieval TV shows. Last Kingdom is pretty good. Nightfall, I watched the first one. I mean, Game of Thrones is the go-to. The Adventures of Merlin, young Merlin. Camelot was so good, and it was canceled after one season. Oh, Camelot was so freaking good, guys. Oh, yeah, those are the ones I have seen, because from the list that comes up, I haven't seen any of the other ones. So those are just a few. Let's keep going a little bit more, because we're not even at the 1 hour mark. So what else we got? We had a jump. I apologize. Okay, so here was the Last Jedi and the Star Wars movies conversation. Okay, Jacoby P, do you guys still use the Stardust app, or is that app now forgotten? I never used the Stardust app. It never appealed to me. It's like Letterboxd now. Everyone has Letterboxd. I have no need for a letterbox, so I still don't have even a letterbox. Stardust is just the most contact I've had with Stardust, actually, was that their Twitter account started following me at one point. We never interacted. They never sent me a message. I never sent them a message. At one point, I noticed that they stopped following me, so I stopped following them, and that's the end of the story. There we go. Jack Alexander and How I Met Your Mother question. Ren, do you think that How I Met Your Mother dips in quality? I am on season 9 now, and I don't think it does. Let's put it this way. I think season 9 is it the weakest? Yeah, I'd say overall it's the weakest. It is a dip in quality. It doesn't stop being good overall. There are some great episodes in season 9. One of them in particularly, called How Your Mother Met Me, is top 3 episodes of the entire show. The ending itself is the real dip in quality. I love How I Met Your Mother. It's in my top 10, not top 5 quite, but top 10 favorite TV shows of all time. and I despise the ending. I just can't get over the ending. I don't want to spoil you, but there's something that they decide to do with the mother character that I think in concept was a great idea. In execution, it just feels so rush. Um, but yeah, that's how I feel. I think season 9 overall is good. It's the least good, but it's still good. It's still like above water. Has Amy? That's right. Nocturnal Animals does have both Amy Adams and Isla Fisher. That's true. I forgot that. Ah, Joe Fletcher, do you think Evan Peters is playing Quicksilver from the Fox universe, pulled from the multiverse and being mind controlled? Yes, yes, and not sure about being mind controlled. Only because I don't think that's the specific thing that is going on. But yes, I think Mephisto went to get Quicksilver across the multiverse and brought the one from the X-Men movies. I think he's just possessing him, not necessarily mind controlling him, though I guess they're kind of the same thing. But yes, I think all of that. Do you guys find it weird that a lot of Spider-Verse actors are now in the MCU, like Brian Tyree Henry? Sure. Catherine, oh, I forget Catherine, Mahershala Ali and Haley Steinfeld. Like, who's next? Who's next? You gotta think Liev Schreiber would probably be on that list. Chris Pine, he voices Peter Parker, the first one, the one that dies. Oscar Isaac is now in the MCU. He voices Spider-Man 2099. Miguel O'Hara, one of my favorite Spider-Man. We got to get John Mulaney in the MCU and Nicolas Cage. Like, okay, those are two that are really wanting the MCU is Spider-Ham himself, John Mulaney, and Spider-Noir Nicolas Cage. That's a good shot, Jacoby P. I hadn't thought of that, but you're right. Do you guys prefer reviewing brand new movies or older, not necessarily really old, but not just released movies? It depends, because as a reviewer on YouTube or basically anywhere, on your blog, on Variety, on Hollywood Report, whatever, as a reviewer, you want to be on top of the situation. You want to be talking about what everyone is talking about. But talking about older movies is really fun because you can kind of talk more freely about them. You can just assume that everyone's seen it. Like, one of the funnest things I've ever done on my channel was before Infinity War. Yeah, it was before Black Panther even. I just didn't finish in time for Black Panther, and then I continued between Black Panther and Infinity War what was missing. But one of the funnest things I've ever done was do reviews for every single MCU movie. And a lot of them are like 20-minute video essays. Not video essays in the sense that it's just images or videos and me talking. I actually was on camera a lot. But it's one of the funnest things. Review the MCU movies, and also do classic reviews, like reviewing the Toy Story movies before Toy Story 4 came out, and what else? The Jurassic Park movies before Fallen Kingdom came out. It's really fun. I think it's, in terms of preference, I think one can rely a lot on reviewing older movies, because if you're going back to reviewing older movies, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to go back and watch a movie you know you don't like. You're always going to go to something you really enjoy. And maybe if you go, let's say, review the Jurassic Park movies, I guess you have to watch the third one just for completion. But it's a balance, man. I don't necessarily prefer one or the other. I have really good fun just reviewing right now, but it really depends on the person. But that's a really good question. Are you guys going to watch Superman and Lois, and what do you think of the new Batwoman? Okay, we just talked about this a little bit, but I'm going to repeat it. Superman and Lois, I'm going in without any expectations per se, but going in with an open mind. What do I think of the new Batwoman? I like the actress. I think she's doing a fine job with what she can, because she doesn't have a very good script to work with. I think the writing of the season of Batwoman is literally all over the place. I don't know. I don't know what they think they are doing. I don't think they know what they are doing. Let's just say that. Who's an actor that you feel has never given a bad performance? I have a feeling I might disagree with some picks. Well, Daniel Day-Lewis has never given a bad performance. I don't think Jake Gyllenhaal has ever given a bad performance. I don't think Ryan Gosling has ever given a bad performance. You know what? I'm going to challenge perception on this because I hate a lot of the movies this person is in, but I still don't think he has given a particularly bad performance, and that is Michael Fassbender. Even with his last few movies, which we all know is whew, I don't think he's given a bad performance. What else? Margot Robbie has never given a bad performance. I mean, I haven't seen her whole career. I just started watching her in Wolf of Wall Street, but ever since then, I don't think she's given a bad performance. Amy Adams as well. I think she gave a really good performance in Hillbilly Elegy, but the movie just wasn't good. I think that those are a few that just come to mind. Yeah. Best restaurant in the UK. Oof, I'm not a restaurant explorer. That would be a really great show. I think I'm going to sell that to a television station. Restaurant explorer. And counting out like fast food places, Flatiron is really good. There's an Italian place in Leicester Square called Fratella di Bufala. It's an Italian pizza, calzone, pasta place. It's really good. It's like the best pizza. I haven't been to Italy, so put an asterisk on that, but it's the best pizza I have ever had that isn't a fast food pizza. Or more specifically, that isn't Pizza Hut pizza. So yeah. Tyler Van, what are some of the most misleading trailers? One big one I can think of just because I watched the movie recently was Downsizing. Yeah, Downsizing was pretty misleading. Oh, misleading trailers. That's a tough question. Like off the top of my head, let me see. Misleading trailers. Misleading trailers. 5 films that hid five films that hid what they were in the trailer. Okay. Let's watch this one. I don't remember the trailer for Alien 3, so I can't recommend. The trailer for Reign of Fire was not misleading. It gave you the film itself. Never Seen House at the End of the Street. Red Eye was not misleading, but I get what they're trying to say. What else? Oh, come on. Drive was a very misleading. Like, the movie is fucking amazing. It's my favorite movie of the year it came out. But Drive is a very misleading trailer. Yeah, that's gotta be the go-to, right? Drive with Ryan Gosling. To you guys, what is a watchable bad movie? Mine is Cat in the Hat. The Room is a very watchable bad movie. Mortal Kombat. I love 1995's Paul W.S. Anderson. I hate saying that I love a Paul W.S. Anderson film, but I love 1995's Mortal Kombat. Is it a good movie? No, not really. But I do love it. Jack Alexander, French toast or pancakes? I'm in an argument with my friend. I could actually call my housemate right now and ask him about this. For me, it's pancakes, for sure. But I would even go waffles over pancakes as well. I'm not big on French toast. Don't dislike it, but just doesn't appeal that much to me. Have you ever been in a debate with a family member or close friend over movies? All the time. All the freaking time. My parents don't like La La Land. My sister doesn't like La La Land. And you'll relate to this one, GCOVP. I know you will. My friends, there's a group of friends I have. That's 3 of my best friends. We have a group chat together. They don't like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 at all. Like, at all. They hate it. They absolutely hate it. And I like the movie a lot. It's actually better than the first one. So there you go. Katya Neto is here, working from home, has many perks. One of those being I can watch Ren and Zach while doing my Excel shenanigans. Thank you so much for being here. Missed you on the show. Thank you, and for sharing it and letting us be with you while you work from home. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're safe. GKOBP, I hope Cruella doesn't pull a Maleficent where you feel sympathy for her. I'm like you, Ren. Maybe humanize her, but don't make me feel bad for her. I am with you. I am with you. Again, it's all about execution. Like, I don't think the Maleficent movie is very good, but it didn't bother me in execution when they made us feel for her. But again, it's all execution. But I'm very much with you. I don't want them to redeem her. But humanize her, that can work very well in the film's favor. The Descendants, the Clooney one. All right, Grinch Descendants is great. I don't think I've seen Election. I know what it is. I know of it, but I haven't seen. I'm not saying Descendants is a bad movie. It's fine. It's fine. It's there. It exists. I don't mind it, but I just don't get the massive appeal that it generated. Now I'm lonely. I'm not lonely. I got you guys on the chat. As long as you guys are there, I'm not alone. I was just seeing a question from Eric Thorpe. Yeah, about the medieval shows. It's one of those. It's so obvious, but it didn't come to my mind for some dumb reason. It's because I'm dumb. Let's face it. Not King Arthur or Snow White for me. Sorry, I wasn't saying they're the greatest. I was just going down a list of medieval movies. I'm like, yeah, I like this one. I like this one. No, but yeah, definitely does count. I'm just dumb and wasn't remembering it at the time. What's your favorite comic book movie guilty pleasure? For me, I like the Supergirl movie style. Never actually seen it. I know of it. I've seen lots of clips. I've seen reviews. Mr. Sunday Movies did a great review of it. Chris Stuckman as well. Never seen the movie itself. My biggest... What is my guilty pleasure superhero comic book movie? I am because off the top of my head, the ones that are bad, I have the majority opinion that I just don't like them. But I guess I would have to. I've only seen it once, but I guess I would have to go with the TV David Hasselhoff, Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. movie, because it's incredible in a way to watch. Not a good movie whatsoever, but I guess I'd have to go with that one off the top of my head, because again, haven't seen it in a long time. Eric Thorpe, I couldn't get through Camelot. Oh, that's too bad. Eva Green was really good in it, but the rest of the show is kind of cringy. Oh man, I disagree. I loved that. My favorite part of that show was actually Joseph Fiennes as Merlin. He was so good. I use Letterboxd as a way to give out my thoughts in written form, and sometimes I do stutter. Yeah, dude, that's cool. I'm not judging anyone from using Letterboxd, and if that's the way you feel most comfortable, that's awesome, and you should use it. It's just someone that I don't need personally. Eric Thorpe, top 5 TV shows ever. How I Met Your Mother. Number 1, yes, really, because it's fucking amazing. But no, it's not in my top 5, but it is in my top 10. Well, is there Oscar Isaac in talk? He's confirmed for Moon Knight. Not in talks anymore. He's confirmed. Do you think it would have been better if Rian Johnson directed Rise of Skywalker? I gotta believe so. I mean, how much worse can it get? But yeah, I want to believe so. The only bad performance by Jake Gyllenhaal, in my opinion, is Bubble. That's fair. I haven't seen Bubble Boy, so that's why I wasn't. Well, Ryan Gosling, Gangster Squad, and all. He's amazing in God Only God Forgives. I don't love that movie, but I really do like that movie. Gangster Squad is not a good movie, but I think he is good in it. I think the problem is the writing. I don't remember this. Yeah, Sean Penn was off. In that movie. Michael Fassbender, I thought, kind of phoned it in Dark Phoenix and Snowman. Yeesh. Well, Snowman, I don't think he phoned it in, to be honest, but he clearly had a ceiling because of what he was working it. I mean, can you blame him on that script? I actually think he did really well in Dark Phoenix. The one person I think phoned it in was Jennifer Lawrence. That's one I gotta agree with. I think she does a great job in all the others, even though everyone says she's phoned it in the others. I think she did phone it in Dark Phoenix. And Jessica Chastain, but again, Jessica Chastain is the Michael Fassbender situation in Snowman. Like, she had a ceiling, she had nothing to work with in that film. I know you disagree on this one, but I didn't care for Amy Adams as Lois Lane. I haven't seen Hillbilly Elegy, but I actually heard someone say she's pretty flat in it. So everyone knows my opinion on Man of Steel, right? Chico BP knows he messes with me all the time, and it's in good fun. I don't think she's great as Lois Lane. I think she's good. She's a good actress. She does a good job, but it isn't anything remarkable. She isn't the thing I take away from Man of Steel, whether in a good or a bad way. As far as Hillbilly Elegy, no, I think she's actually pretty good, to be honest. It's a one-note character. I'll say that, because every time you have a scene from her, it's the same thing. But what she has to do, she does it really well, I think. Margot Robbie for me in Suicide Squad, no, she annoyed the crap out of me. She was the best part of that film for me. Not what the film does with the character, but what she does with the character. What else we got? What else we got? Oh, we're running out of questions. Okay. Let's go with Eric Thorpe. I don't think there's anything wrong with making us feel for a villain. The Joker did that and it worked. I'm kidding. The problem is Maleficent is what they made the character just not even a villain. That's true, and it's very fair. Guilty pleasure comic book movie. Aquaman. No! Aquaman is a live-action anime, and it's awesome. Aquaman is not a guilty pleasure. How dare you, sir? How dare you? The two live-action Scooby-Doo movies are my answers for watchable bad movies. I haven't seen those ever since I was a kid. I remember I watched one of them in a theater, but I don't even remember which one. And maybe I even watched both in the theater, but I don't remember. I want to see David Hasselhoff Nick Fury version in the MCU. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. David Hasselhoff returns as Nick Fury. Have you watched a teacher miniseries on Hulu? No, I believe over here. Well, not over here in Portugal. We have it on HBO. But no, I haven't seen it. I didn't even know it was on Hulu. No, it makes sense. It's an FX show, so it is on. Yeah. But no, I haven't seen it. I know of it. It's got Kate Mara, who I love. Nick Robinson in it. I know of it, just haven't seen it. Eric Thorpe. Jennifer Lawrence was good in First Class and Days of Future Past, I think. I don't know what happened in Apocalypse. Just the movie overall is mind-boggling that it's the same director. It's true, and I say that as someone who likes Apocalypse. Not that it's great. I'm not saying it's great. But I do like Apocalypse overall. I think it's very middle of the road. I think it's got a lot of bad things, a lot of good things. Just slightly the good things just outweigh barely the bad things. Ren, you mean Zardu Hasselfrau? Yes, I mean Zardu Hasselfrau from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. That's a good pull, GCOVP. I like what you did there. Yes, James Gunn did write the two Scooby-Doo movies. He talks about it all the time on Twitter, actually. Tyler Van, I secretly kind of enjoy the last. Do you mean the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? Because I enjoy that as well. It's more boring than it should be for the movie that brought Arnold Schwarzenegger back as like the star of one movie. Should have been much better, but I do enjoy it. I think the movie's really, really fun. I haven't watched it in a long time, though. I think it was on Netflix or on Prime the other day, just as I was scrolling. I was like, oh, that's The Last Stand. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are good for today. No, hang on. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I think we're good for today. You guys are seriously the best. Thank you for joining me, for joining Zach, Eric, Jico EP, Tyler Van, Deminician Scott, Jorge, Jack Alexander, Katia, who else? Tony Movie Chappie also. Who else? Am I forgetting anyone? No, hopefully I'm not forgetting anyone. You guys are the best. Seriously. Stay tuned because I will have a movie, Jesus, a trailer reaction to the Mortal Kombat trailer that is coming later today at any point now. Really, I have a trailer reaction already up for the Cruella trailer. Watch my video for why Ultron is actually going to be the villain for WandaVision, and he's going to be revealed somehow, some way. I've laid down a lot of good groundwork to back up that theory. So I hope you enjoy and watch that video. And if you want to help me, share the channel, share this video, help me reach 3,000 subscribers by the end of February. Not by the end of February, before my birthday. March 7th, if I reach 3K before March 7th, I will watch Cobra Kai. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. You are the best. I gotta say, I love that you guys not only talk to me and Zach, but you keep talking to each other in the comments, and it's the best feeling. Seriously. So I hope to see you in the videos I'm going to be up. I hope to see you in the videos I already have up. And stay tuned, because not only Mortal Kombat trailer reaction, but also tomorrow, another episode of WandaVision, which means another review. All right, everyone, stay safe. So until the next one, love each other and love the movies.